All right, the outro section, or the third section of the song. Um, New drum kit. So I chose to do this in two separate kind of drum sets because I wanted the sound to change, um, and significantly the parts are so different. Um, so there's a new drum kit, two kicks, two snares, ride cymbal, toms, three toms, and two crashes. Only things in the center, both kicks, both snares. The ride cymbal I have pretty far off to the right. I'm kind of thinking and mixing from the drummer's perspective, assuming, kind of right-handed drummer, traditional setup. The toms, high tom off to the left a bit, right tom about equal, mid tom about equal to the right, and the low tom further. So when you hear tom rolls, sounds something like this. Okay. Drum kit. I'm choosing now to bring this in a little bit. If I have my ride at 71, I don't really want my crash at 71. I want to try and use as much of this stereo field as possible. The bass is the same. We have the electric and the synth. The synth is playing sustained notes, though, so it's a very different role. I wanted it to kind of give that body of the sub. Not sure how I feel about that now because it does kill the articulation. So we're probably going to have to do some automation to bring up the bass and make it more prominent in this section. The keys are still here, so same key patch. Track doesn't change. The verse guitar is not here though, so to balance, I have this kind of chunky guitar part. Now, you might notice this one is a fair bit quieter, and that's because there's another guitar part that's an arpeggio. I have those panned somewhat more narrowly. In this, they're not centered, but they're more narrow. So I want this arpeggio to be more prominent than this kind of chunky thing. And then there's this kind of psychedelic reverse guitar thing. And the plan with that is to actually do some automation and have that roll kind of left to right, right to left. All right, vocal-wise, separate section, separate, different approach. This lead vocal is much louder. It's a belted part. That's one reason that it's on a separate track. And then we have the balanced backups again. So we have lows and highs. The lows I have going hard left and right, and the higher parts I have just inside of that. This is all can be experimented with. But again, the only things that I have in the center, kick, snare, bass, lead vocal. That's it. Okay, Um, Level in the master fader is healthy, still plenty of headroom, may end up bringing things up. I want to point a couple things out. Lots of guitars, lots of sharing the same frequency spectrum. How are we going to make those stand out from each other a little bit? And a lot of that might be dealt with EQ to try and make them kind of sound different sonically to kind of fit their individual puzzle piece. But static mix, again, volume and panning aesthetically, and then kind of technically with your master fader at unity gain or zero. There you have it.